President Donald Trump signed an order to put tariffs on U.S. neighbors Canada and Mexico, as well as China, starting Tuesday. Canada and Mexico quickly announced retaliatory tariffs, while China said it would take necessary countermeasures. The business between the North American nations now exceeds China, totaling $1.8 trillion in 2023. That is far greater than the $643 billion in commerce that the US did with China in that same year. Trump declared an economic emergency Saturday in order to place duties of 10% on all imports from China and 25% on imports from Mexico and Canada. Energy imported from Canada, including oil, natural gas, and electricity, would be taxed at a lower 10% rate. Following are just a few imported goods whose prices may be hit first. A grenade lobbed into auto production. For decades, auto companies have built supply chains that cross the borders of the United States, Mexico, and Canada. More than 1 in 5 of the cars and light trucks sold in the United States were built in Canada or Mexico, according to S&P Global Mobility. In 2023, the United States imported $69 billion worth of cars and light trucks from Mexico, more than any other country, and $37 billion from Canada. Another $78 billion in auto parts came from Mexico and $20 billion from Canada. The engines in Ford F-Series pickups and the iconic Mustang Sports Coupe, for instance, come from Canada. You have engines and car seats and other things that cross the border multiple times before going into a finished vehicle, said Scott Lincecum, a trade analyst at the libertarian Cato Institute. You have American parts going to Mexico to be put into vehicles that are then shipped back to the United States. You throw 25% tariffs into all that, and it's just a grenade. China is also a major supplier of auto parts to the US. In a report Tuesday, S&P Global Mobility reckoned that importers are likely to pass most, if not all, of this cost increase to consumers. TD Economics notes that average US car prices could rise by around $3,000. This at a time when the average new car already goes for $50,000 and the average used car for $26,000, according to Kelley Blue Book. Higher prices at the pump. Canada is by far America's biggest foreign supplier of crude oil. From January through November last year, Canada shipped the US $90 billion worth of crude, well ahead of number 2 Mexico at $11 billion. For many US refineries, there's not much choice. Canada produces the type of crude oil that American refineries are geared to process, Lincecum said. It's a heavier crude. All the fracking and all the oil and gas we make here in the United States, or most of it, is a lighter crude that a lot of American refineries don't process, particularly in the Midwest.